Pedro, it looks like Jordan Pickford is going to sign his new deal this week at Everton. The few Alamiza's gone with this morning as well, saying it'll be a long-term deal. That'll probably mean he sees his career out at Everton. I'm not sure, he's only 31. I can't see Everton giving him judging by Everton age of some of the goalies we've had, I'm not sure that'll be the end of him. This is, it's unsurprising because he's been very vocal about wanting to stay and carry on and all that. But it's good news, isn't it? We talked about it last week, just getting calm and everything down. But it is good news. He's been, listen, at times you look and go, could he have done a little bit better than that? But in general, he's been brilliant and is a big reason why Everton are still and have been a Premier League club in the last few years, isn't he? Yeah,
it's good news. Like we said last week, try and get as many of these done as quickly as possible. Just get them out the way. It shows that business is getting done at the football club. It's getting run in a good function, and people know what they're doing. You know, I think this time of year, obviously after the transfer window, it goes a little bit quiet. I mean, it hasn't always been a little bit quiet for us in the last few years.
No. So it's nice to be a little bit quiet in some respects.
It is nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
very calm.
It is nice to have that like calmness and actually be doing the right thing. And
when you think back to we'll do Woe Is Us now, coming in and covering it every day. You know, when I think back, I actually start feeling that like getting a bit of anxiety, even though it's gone and done. Yeah. You know, thinking back, because when we were in it, I think a few people are like this. When we were in it,
in the trenches,
we were just in it, doing it and covering it and being that. When I think back, it's almost like, oh my God, how did we, like as a fan base, how did we cope?
I was going to say, once again, we're the real heroes of this story.
It feels like it. It feels like it. It was what inspired James to want to become part of it, the fourth emergency service. So fair play, James.
Listen, we all remember when COVID was on. We were the fourth emergency service. Maybe the first, second, and third for some people.
For some people,
not everyone. No. Especially people who've got a fire in their kitchen. We'd be useless.
Or doctors, Yeah. People had to go to the hospital.
I'll have a look at it for you, but I can't do much with it.
We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look.
So we were the real heroes, but that it shows a level of getting on with the business that needed to be done.
Yeah,
and I think what I noticed last week was, I think this was quite good. And it doesn't really matter what side of the fence you sort of fall on. I know what most people fall on watching this, but like the anti sort of Pickford stuff had been going along, hadn't it? And then I seen someone try and be dead clever again. We need to talk about Pickford, blah blah blah. And then a few articles came out from well-known journalists going, "Shut up! It's actually time to put this to bed now. Shut up!"
Yeah.
Because in fact, it's not even like, if you come from an England point of view, it's really disrespectful to the national team and Thomas Tuchel and what they're trying to do of like keep on bringing stories up of there's something wrong, instead of just being like what Gareth Southgate tried to create in England was this thing of like, we're having harmony, because if we don't have harmony, how on earth are we going to ever win anything if yous are all looking for ways to bring us down? And I think the Jordan Pickford story was very much like that. So it was good to have a few people last week say, no, he is the number one. Can we move on and talk about something else? You know what I mean? There's lots of stories for England that could be talked about. Positive, negative, whatever. Jordan Pickford doesn't have to be one of those things. I did hear a little bit of the commentary for the match the other night, by the way. Lee Dixon, you absolutely need to just sort your head out.
Yeah,
Pickford made like 2 saves. One of them was really top, good save, and he was just like, did what he had to do, sort of thing. It's like, you need to get over yourself, mate. You need to absolutely get over. Your mate's fine. He married an ice skater. Yeah. This doesn't ruin his legacy. No. He's fine, mate.
Never kept 8 clean sheets on the run for England, but he's fine.
No, he's fine. But he's
spinning around, living the dream.
He's spinning around. Maybe not on ice.
Although he has.
He has, and that, famously. So it's it's good. Get it sorted. It's. I don't think any of us were too worried, but it's good that it's sorted. You have got again we need to get. There's been this why would Jordan Pickford stay at Everton? Why what's wrong with him that he doesn't want to do this and doesn't want to do that and doesn't want to go somewhere? Jordan Pickford has found happiness You know, you've seen that with Jack.
It's the greatest thing that we possess.
You've seen that with Jack Grealish at the moment. Now, Jack Grealish has already got like the trophies. That's the difference. He can open the cupboard and go, I've won all them. But he's found a bit of happiness, and there is a little bit. We've said this loads of times about footballers. Is like people leave Everton, and not many of them do well. Not many of them actually do what they're supposed to do. You know, or maybe Wayne, John Stones, Rom's won trophies, but has he ever been as good as he was at Everton? I don't think so. No. There's not many that leave Everton for pastures new, and it all works out for them the way they want to. And let's cultivate that. Let's make Jordan Pickford, when he signs this, let's make him number one. I mean, he is a big part of Everton Football Club, but let's make him an even bigger part, because he's going to spend nearly all his career with us. He's going to be here for the majority of his, I would expect his Premier League career and his international career. I think that's huge, and I think Everton, the whole of us should, make sure we give him as much credit as possible, and if people that don't already, make him feel very, very at home. I mean, he's been here long enough, but you know what I mean. It's like maybe if there's ever been an issue, then let's cut that, because he's it's massive. It's massive. It's a massive statement. Massive statement.
No, what it is. Listen, again, there's been moments when I've thought he should have done better. Think back to, I only have to sort of go back to May with George Hurst's header, when I thought he should have done much better, but the odd goal. Yeah. And every goal he made, and I'd be saying probably the same about, the best in the world over there. It could be anyone, couldn't it? Probably best sea lady in the world and all that. But Alisson makes goals you look and go, I should have done much better than that. So I don't think there's ever a goalie where every goal he concedes, you go, nothing he could do. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't happen, really. Yeah. For us to have been through what we've been through and have the quality of goalkeeper remain with us, because he's like you just said, has got the happiness, and that is key in football. You can have the trophies, and of course we all want to win things, there's no question about it, but only a few teams win stuff, and therefore those players have to go to work every single day, perform, enjoy what they're doing. And Jordan Pickford's always done that at Everton. He's never, as far as I'm aware, and I haven't heard anything to the contrary, he's never expressed any kind of desire to leave the football club. He's had United look at him a few times, and he's just got on with it, hasn't said a word. Chelsea looked at him a couple of years ago, didn't make any fuss, wanted to stay at Everton. He's England's number one and has been forever. Since he come to Everton, basically, he's been England's number one, hasn't he? He's made one error that led to a goal that he's conceded in 79 caps, and that was last year against Belgium, and it was a kick. It wasn't like he dropped the cross or whatever, he just hit a ball, whatever. They all do it. So, I think he's been magnificent. He's a great character. Okay, sometimes you're a bit odd. He's fucking chunnering away, but he's key to us. He's ingrained in Everton Football Club, and you can't have enough of those lads. He seems like a dead good lad away from the pitch. Yeah. We seen him and we spoke to him in the US, didn't we? Off camera. And he was pissed off when he lost that friendly to Bournemouth. He was not happy, was he? And that's a friendly game. Things like that. So if he's got that character going through him, just in pre-season friendlies when it was right at the start, he's been a tremendous sign. What, £30 million 8 years ago? He's been great value for Everton every year, and it's like you've just said, it's really important that get this done this week. Get behind him. He's only 31. You'd argue he's still got some peak years left as a keeper anyway. Got all the experience in the world. And hopefully with Everton in a much sounder footing now and improving the team and the squad all the time, he's going to get better. This is a lad who's third or fourth most clean sheets last year. The last 2 or 3 years he's been absolutely magnificent in a defence. That's been the strong point for Everton, let's be honest, because it certainly hasn't been scoring goals, has it? and he's been key to everything we've done. Well, if you want to put it that way, and yeah, get it done, and let's get behind them, and hopefully, this will be his best season for Everton and Everton's best season.